Earlier we spoke with the Mayor of London. Boris Johnson discussed a blueprint he has already drawn up for the London Olympics.
Mr. Mayor, we were all watching while you received the Olympic flag from the IOC President, Mr. Roque, last night during the closing ceremony of the Beijing Olympic Games. So can you tell me what was running through your mind at that moment?
Well, it's a very proud moment for London, and I was very honoured to receive the flag via Mr. Roque from Mr. Guo, the Mayor of Beijing, who I've met several times now, and we're going to work very hard. It's going to be very, very difficult to beat what China has done. I don't think we can beat the Chinese games. You know, these have been a fantastic experience, but we can do it in our own way. And there's a great responsibility now on London to have a games that everybody's going to enjoy, but in a particular British way.
But you said that Beijing has set the bar very high, and so do you think that the Beijing Games may ramp up the pressure for you and London as you prepare for the 2012 Summer Olympics?
Yes, of course. But the great news is that what the Beijing Games have done is they've completely converted the British people, or converted large numbers of the British people, from being, a bit apathetic about the Olympic Games to being very, very enthusiastic. And that's a very important political change, because it means that, we can go ahead with the public more or less behind us in games that will not only be a fantastic celebration of sport, but also an opportunity to regenerate a huge part of London's East End. And I hope very much that the Beijing Games will have transformed public opinion in Britain about what we're doing.
And what experience or lessons that Beijing 2000 Olympic Games can provide for London as you begin your own Olympic arts?
It's a big job. That's the lesson. You guys have done a very, very large amount of work on this, and we're studying it very closely. I think one thing we might try and do is look at the technology and see if we can make the games as interactive as possible and as accessible as possible via technological devices to the spectator.
And Beijing Games has left many valuable legacies for the city. Among them are, for example, high-quality venues and a fast expanding public transportation network. So what changes do you hope that the 2012 London Olympics Games will bring to your city?
It's going to be a fantastic thing for an area of London that has been very deprived and very underinvested in for generations. And look at Stratford. It's a fantastic. You can have 10 railway lines going in there. It's going to be one of the best transport hubs in the whole of the UK. It's going to be a fantastic place to invest. You've got a £1.5 billion shopping centre already going up. You're going to have all sorts of sporting facilities around it, a velodrome, a velo park, a 100-acre park, the biggest new park in London for a century. It's going to be a wonderful place to live, and that's going to transform this part of London. And I hope that Chinese companies will come and invest and see the opportunities there. And I hope very much that it will deliver long-term value for the people of London.